How to train? How to find this diffused laser spot. Let me remind you once again, you start practicing on paper, not on a person. You need to determine the exact distance at which your laser works painlessly and without damaging the skin. How do you do that? You gradually lift the handpiece until you see that soft reaction. The color changes, the pigment starts to disappear, but there's no aggressive flash. By the way, that flash only happens on paper, it won't happen on the skin. The smaller the laser spot, the more aggressive the impact on the skin will be. In that case, the skin may get damaged, start bleeding, and the pigment will spread uncontrollably. You definitely don't want that, especially on the face. So when you find that diffused, barely noticeable color change, that distance is the optimal working distance for your laser. That's the distance you'll use when working with clients. But I remind you, with clients, you should always start at an even greater distance and wait until they say, "Okay, I feel it," and until you visually notice the color starting to change on the skin. That color change will depend on the specific pigment you're working with at the moment.